Hi guys, and welcome back to my Wisdom Wednesday. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. So this topic for Wisdom Wednesday, and I wanted to say I'm sorry that I haven't been doing any videos lately. Just been kind of hectic with the holidays, shopping, running errands, and so on and so forth with that. So this Wisdom Wednesday is all about finding yourself. You know, a lot of people say that I need to go someplace to find myself. To find myself, I need to go someplace. When finding yourself requires you to look within. Finding yourself does not require you to go take a trip to Europe or take a trip to Africa to find your roots, because your roots and your Akashic records are all accessible through your DNA. So that's kind of what this video is all about. Meditation is key to finding yourself. Key. It's just fucking key. Like, without meditation, you probably will never find yourself. You may think you know yourself because that's the lie you've continuously told yourself. Finding yourself requires you to break everybody else's expectations on you. Everybody has expectations. They expect you to be, this entrepreneur that has a multi-million-dollar company by the time you're 32. Or they have the expectation that you're going to make it as the top chef in the world, so you need to go after your dreams and you need to make it happen. Or yes, you're gonna climb that American dream ladder and be at the top, and you're gonna be successful, and you're gonna be married, and that's all expectations people have placed on you, or even expectations that you have placed upon yourself. Learning who you are is all about breaking those expectations. Because if those expectations aren't making you happy and they're stressing you out, then why the fuck do you have them? Why do you have them? We get caught up. We get caught up in we need to be here, we need to be there, we need to do this, attain this, but what happens when you get it? Are you happy still? Are you going to be happy once you get that new job, or you climb that status quo ladder and are the main boss at the top corporation? Are you going to be happy with that? Are you going to be happy in life? Are you going to be happy with who you've told yourself you are? So that's kind of what people need to break those barriers, breaking those limitations. Even when it comes to horoscopes are limiting as fuck. Like, yeah, they dictate how a personality may be, but it's limiting. Like, especially for Capricorns, like, you guys are the go-getters, you guys are the boss, you guys are, the hard workers, financially stable. Those are all expectations you guys place on us. Not saying that we don't, confine to it and we aren't true to a lot of that stuff. But zodiacs are more so to live above it. Even with your natal chart, it's a guideline of who you came here to be and who you decided to be. You chose your family. You chose what kind of experiences you wanted to deal with in this lifetime. So, even your family, you may have chose a super, super nurturing family, but then you were, so reliant on them in another lifetime. So this lifetime, you are the nurturing one in the family to balance it out. We have to balance out eons and eons of our existence. So that's kind of what it's all about, is balancing out those qualities. So your natal chart can be pretty limiting too, or even just zodiacs in general. So it's like it's a guideline of who you are, but now that you know that, you're going to live above it. And learning about who you are tells you how much powerful you are. We are limitless beings. Energy does not die and it cannot be destroyed, only transmuted. When we die, our physical vessel breaks down, because our physical vessel cannot hold this energy as long as we would want it to. And then that makes the human experience more fun, because, it's, oh my God, we get to go back to the stars, so what's next? It's kind of like, oh, what's next? Or it's also being in the present right now and breathing in and appreciating, wow, I'm really a fucking star in a body. Like, I'm really an extraterrestrial being of light, and I'm really in a fucking physical form. Like, I'm not just glowing and shit like an aura. Like, I'm an actual human. Like, that's fucking insane. So it's like finding out how powerful you are, guys. We are limitless creatures, and society limits us. You know, other people limit us, our parents, our teachers, our boyfriends or girlfriends, our siblings, our bosses. People limit us, and they tell you, you can be great, but not too great. You can be amazing, but not too amazing. You know, and that's complete bullshit. You came here to shine. You came here to live the life you wanted to. So what do you want to do? How do you choose to experience this life that you chose? You know, do you want to live it miserable every fucking day and not chasing your dreams? Or do you want to live it miraculously and love every fucking minute you wake up and not dreading the next day? You know, it's all your choice. It's your life. You know, I was watching the Jim Carrey documentary the other day, and he said about his dad, you know, he was a really, really funny guy, and he didn't chase his dreams. He conformed to society, got a regular job to support his family, and by all means, support your family. But Jim Carrey stated that if you fail every single day at something you love, it's not truly failure. When you're failing at something that you're conforming for somebody else, that's true failure, because you're not happy anymore. You're going to live a life of resentment and hating what you're doing because you're not chasing your dreams. And I mean, there's a possibility that you can still chase your dreams and work that regular job. You know, it's hard and it is difficult, but it is attainable. You know, it can happen. We have 24 hours in a beautiful day, and time is, you know, irrelevant to me, but time is an illusion placed on other people, or by other people, excuse me. So time is limiting. So break that idea of time. You know, you have all the time in the world. You have time to chase your dreams. Don't be so hard on yourself. You have time to figure out who you want to be. Don't feel like, oh, it's too late. I should have done that in my 20s. No, you can find yourself however old you are at any point in your life. Don't feel like it's too late to figure out what you want to do. Don't feel like your dreams are not attainable because of your age. A lot of rappers didn't make it in the game until they were older. You know, Taraji P. Harrison didn't make it until she was what? Like, I want to say she was in her 30s? Or maybe I want to say she was like, I don't know. I want to say like early 30s, maybe even early 40s before she got her first role. No, 30s. I don't know. Don't fucking quote me on that shit. But you know, she was, you know, her girlfriend was telling her when she said she wanted to take her $600, I think it was, move to Cali. And her girlfriend was like, what? You're not going to get hired anywhere. You know, you're getting older. Age is nothing but a fucking number. You know, age is an illusion and irrelevant to life, because life happens whenever it's meant to happen. You get to your goals whenever you're meant to get there. And if it aligns with your highest and most divine self, then it's going to be easier to attain. And it's going to come to you when it is meant to come to you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to struggle to get there. You don't have to be, no, I gotta get there. And like so harsh on yourself. You will get there. Be patient with yourself. It is okay. It is okay. Be gentle with yourself. Dealing with this Mercury retrograde, watch how you're talking to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. When you look in the mirror, I took a class last night, and she said, when you look in the mirror, you are looking at a child. You would not tell a child to suck it up, get over yourself, keep it pushing. You wouldn't tell that to a child. So talk to yourself as if you're a child. Tell yourself, it's okay. You're beautiful. I love you. It's okay. You're so adorable. You know, be gentle with yourself. And that also makes the finding yourself journey a lot easier. You know, you have to deal with the heartaches that you suppressed. You have to deal with the anger you suppressed. You have to deal with the embarrassment you suppressed. And pull all that shit up and set it on the table. And it's hard. It is hard. You'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll dance, you'll sing, you'll run. And it's a beautiful journey from beginning to end. Nothing about it is negative. Nothing about it, you know, is ugly. It's all beautiful. It's all about your perception. You know, you might have to face some dark shit, and it may take a little while. You know, when I've healed myself, you know, certain things took longer to heal for me than others. But, you know, recognizing it, journaling about it, taking spirit baths, crying, you know, releasing and flowing with every emotion I felt instead of resisting it and trying to hide it. Once you flow with every emotion you feel, it becomes so much easier, because now you're just letting the water take you, and you're letting the emotions take you on this current, and you're just drifting with them and floating with them. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. You know, don't think that finding yourself is meant to happen at a certain age. Finding yourself is meant to happen like this. Finding yourself is looking within. That's who you truly are. Breaking those expectations placed upon yourself by either you or others. Finding yourself is figuring out what you love about you and what you don't love, because, you know, everybody has their things that we don't love about ourselves. But accepting those unconditionally, loving yourself unconditionally, because that is what unconditional love is, with no conditions. So loving the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, etc. Accepting it and finding out, who do you want to be? Who did you come here to be? Yourself, right? You came here to be yourself. You came here to have an individual experience. So now, how do you want to experience that individuality? How do you want to share that individuality with people? What sides of yourself are you willing to be transparent about to help others get through a situation that maybe you've been through? How do you express your vulnerability? Vulnerability is a beautiful thing. It is gorgeous, and there needs to be more of it, especially with all of this hatred going around. We need it to balance it out. But yeah, so that's really what this Wisdom Wednesday was about. Just understand that meditation is going to be key to figuring out who you are, getting back and accessing the Akashic records, accessing your ancestral DNA, you know, your roots, all things in that form. Also figuring out who you are, your past lives, your past experiences, you know. So it's a beautiful thing. So just meditate as much as you can, even if it's only for a couple minutes. And meditate how you meditate. Meditation can be different for everybody. Meditate can be dancing, singing, drumming, playing an instrument, painting, whatever. Or sitting down quiet with your crystals, whatever. But whatever works for you, works for you. So just find you guys' self. Don't feel like you need to look outside of yourself to find who you are, because who you are is deep inside of you. The answers are there. You just have to find the right key to unlock it. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you guys got some valuable information or got you thinking and going. Got those neurons firing off, I hope. So I will be back with another video as soon as possible. But thank you guys again. Have a great day.